Also, I'm sorry for the background noise. I recently got a PC and the fan is really loud. I'm gonna try to work something out, but sorry for now. I'm also wearing a Halloween sweater that I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna try to stand up really quietly and show you guys because it's really cool. Okay, I might cut that out because I feel like that was loud and insert a picture or something. I don't know. We'll see. Also, excuse my nails. Don't look at them too closely. I literally just painted them like an hour ago. So yeah. But let's get into it. Also, I got this book at the dollar store and they have some other ones. So if you guys enjoy this video, let me know. And before Halloween's over, I'll go get some more and make another video. But this book is called The House on Haunted Hill. You've got a skeleton and a ghost. You've got a vampire and Frankenstein, and I'm not sure what she is. Written by Slade Stone. It was a cold, eerie night in Booville. The wind howled through the bare trees. The branches clawed at the sky. Owls screeched. Bats shrieked. A full moon rose from out of the night. There came high-pitched squeals and screams. And here you see a graveyard, some shadows, and a house. Oh, stop it, you're scaring me, said Wilson. My knees are shaking, said Kate. But it's all true, said Francine. I was there. That's just how it was up on Haunted Hill. Those strange squilly sounds came from right out of that house. But no one has lived there for years, whispered Wilson. For 152 years to be exact, added Frank Jr. Well, someone lives there now. I saw candles in the windows. I saw smoke coming from the chimneys, and the squeal. Francine shivered. It was real, all right. Someone should go and find out what's up there. Then you got them all sitting here, and that is Frank Jr., and this is Francine. You can't mean one of us, said Kate meekly. Count me out, said Denton, pulling his cape around himself. So that's Denton. No way, said Wilson, nervously fiddling with his wrapping. This does not sound like a venture to which I could commit myself, said Frank Jr., who was turning greener. What a bunch of scaredy cats, exclaimed Francine. And you, pointing a finger at Frank Jr., my very own brother, afraid of an old house. Well, I'm going up there tonight after Halloweening. This is the best mystery to hit Booville in a long time, and I want to find out what is in that house. So, smothering her hair, which one of you is going with me? There's Frank Jr. and Francine. There's Wilson, Denton, and Kate. Not me, squeaked Kate. Not me, chimed in Denton. Not I, said Frank Jr. Everyone turned to stare exactly correct, said Frank Jr. You see the subject of the... All right, we believe you. You are the smartest kid in Booville, broke in Francine. She turned to Wilson, who was still fidgeting. Wilson, not me. Not I. Francine leaned forward and glared at Wilson. Wilson swallowed. He knew he was doomed. That night the plan was set. The Booville kids went trick-or-treating together. Then at 8 o'clock, the group walked down the street across a small field and stopped at the bottom of a haunted hill. They looked up at the rickety-crickety house with candles in the windows and smoke coming out of the chimneys. The wind moaned. The kids clung to each other. Come on, Wilson, Francine said at last. Let's go solve the mystery. And there's the house. You can see what looks like a ghost in the doorway, and the candles in the windows, and the smoke coming out of the chimney. Sorry, having a hard time turning the bait. The rest of the kids watched as Francine and Wilson made their way up the twisting, rocky path on Haunted Hill. There at the top was the old house. There was the cold stone porch. There was the big wooden door, and there Francine and Wilson stopped and stared. You knock, Francine whispered to Wilson. I can't, Wilson whispered back. My hands are busy clutching this sheet. Ooh, screeched. Bam, bam, up, blam, bam, clink, clink, ooh. Weird, warbly, clinky noises were coming from inside the house. Let's go back, cried Wilson. No way, said Francine. Let's look in the window. But, it was no use. Wilson plodded along behind Francine as she tiptoed around the corner of the big house and crept up to a candlelit window. She inched up until she could peek over the windowsill. What do you see? Wilson whispered. Boxes and crates. Looks like somebody's moving in here. You should see this stuff. And there you see Francine and Wilson. And Francine peeking in the window. Wilson nervously tiptoed over and peeked in. Wow, what are those things? Who would have weird stuff like that? Asked Francine. I don't know, said Wilson. Martians. Ooh, baloo. The sound again, said Francine. They're coming from around the next corner, I think. Spoo-ba-dee-da, clink, clink, ooh. Yeah, well, I think I've seen enough. I'm getting out. Come on. Francine grabbed Wilson's sheet and sneaked along the house toward the next corner. Hey, I can't see, cried Wilson. Shh, I hear something. Wait, something's around the corner, whispered Francine. Oh, I want to go home, moaned Wilson. Shh, let's just peek around slowly. So there's Francine and Wilson peeking in the window. And here's Francine pulling Wilson along. I feel like Wilson would be me in my friend group. Screamed Wilson. Screamed Francine. Screamed Frank Jr., Denton, and Kate. What are you doing here? Said Francine, picking herself up off the ground. We were worried about you, said Denton. We heard there's noises, so we came looking for you, added Kate. I still can't see, cried Wilson. Come on, we gotta go look in the back window, Frankie, said Francine. It's Frank Jr., if you please, mumbled her brother. The Bouville kids tiptoed quietly along the back of the house. Then 5 wide-eyed faces peered into the back window. There's Wilson not being able to see, and there they are scared of each other. And there they are, peering in the back window. Cool, a drum set, said Tintin. Look at the keyboard, said Kate. Very impressive sound amplification system, added Frank Jr. Wow, an electric guitar, said Wilson. Look at those horns, said Francine. Actually, we call those a trumpet and a tenor sax, said a strange voice. The 5 wide-eyed faces turned around and stared into the darkness behind them. Who's talking? Asked Tintin. There's all the instruments, the drums and the guitar. And there they are, scared of the strange voice. Oh hey, sorry about that, cats. Here I am. The Bouville kids watched as a white shape slowly appeared behind them. Before them, it seemed to have a head with big glowing eyes and arms. The white shape moved forward and stared at Wilson. Wilson stared back. The shape stared harder. You're no ghost, the shape said. And you're not wearing a sheet, said Wilson. You must be a real ghost. You betcha, the genuine article, the real deal. Just moved in. My name is Shade. The kids all stared at each other. Then they stared at the ghost boy. What's making those weird noises? Gulped Kate. Weird noises? Man, you cats need listen and hip haunting. We don't rattle chains anymore. We shake, rattle, and roll, baby. We do the boo wop wop. Come meet the folks and fam. We've got loads of candy. No one else came trick-or-treating tonight. Isn't that strange? The Bouville kids didn't think that was strange. There's Shade. And there's Shade looking at Wilson's ghost costume. They all followed Shade until he went right through the back door. They looked at each other until the door creaked open. Come on in, cats. Step into my parlor. Mom, Dad, Sis, we've got our first trick-or-treaters. Out of sight, said the dad. Groovy, said the mom. Boo, boo, be-doo, squeaked his little sis. Let's crank up, do the boogeyman boogie, cried Shade. The Bouville kids couldn't believe their eyes or ears as the whole ghost family began whirling through the air, jazzing up the room. And so there's Shade going through the door. There's his family playing the instruments, and look at his little sister playing the drums. Last page. Let's dance, cried Francine, grabbing Wilson's hand. Everyone danced and sang and howled and screamed till midnight. It was a blast. Frankie Jr. didn't even mind when Shade called him Daddy-O. It was the hippiest Halloween ever up there in the house on Haunted Hill. And there they are all dancing, having a fun time at Shade's house. The end. So that was the house on Haunted Hill. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and I'll go get more of these. That is going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. I want you to know that you are loved. And you are worthy. And I am proud of you. So I will see you next time. Have sweet dreams. Bye.